Hello everyone, Earth Otherwise here to continue our journey through game programming in C++ start to finish by Eric Yozwa. Today we're going to get some sound using the Fmod API. Fmod is a commercial sound API that is used by indie and AAA games. They require that you display the Fmod logo on any game that you release commercially, but don't require a licensing fee so long as your budget is below a certain threshold. At the time of writing, that threshold is $100,000, and if you're watching these videos, you probably aren't working on a project with that kind of budget. I'm going to be taking small parts of the tutorial found on codyclamoron.me and changing it a bit to fit our engine and style. Link to that tutorial down in the description. Anyway, first you have to register for an account, and then you can download the installer from the second link in the description. Install it and you'll have access to the API, and remember where you put it in your computer. In the folder called Fmod Sound System /Fmod Studio API, whatever system, /API /low level, you'll find a pair of folders we're familiar with. INC, include, and lib. You'll find a second version of these folders in API/studio. So you know the drill. We're going to create a folder in our dependencies/include called fmod and copy the header files from both INC folders into it. Then we're going to put fmod_vc, fmod64_vc, and the studio versions of those libs in our lib/release folder, and the other four .lib files in our lib/debug folders. The DLLs that share those names go into the respective main, debug, and release folders. So now go ahead and create a sound effects folder in your game project folder and put any old sound effect in there. The standard inclusion process continues as we add the .lib files we just added to the dependencies to our engine. Though we aren't going to be using the x64 versions of the libraries right now, or perhaps ever. So, now that we have things linked up, we're going to create a new class in our engine called OAudio. The O is for my game engine, so that we don't get the names mixed up if other libraries use an audio class. This first version of the OAudio class is going to be incredibly simple. The only thing we're going to be able to do is load and play a sound. In the next video, we'll make a more robust version. We need to #include fmod/fmod.hpp, string, and airhandler.h. Then we put everything in our engine's namespace, and OAudio will have functions that include void init, void error check, which takes an fmod_result, called result, and a string called fail line. Ignore that I used a string reference in the video, I correct that off screen. Next is a fmod sound pointer return function called load sound, into which we pass a string reference sound file path. Lastly, void play sound, which takes a fmod sound pointer called sound. And one more function, void load and play sound, which takes a string reference called sound file path. Right now, there's only one member variable, an fmod system pointer called msystems, default set to null pointer. Now, in the .cpp file, we will start with init. The fmod calls here will be wrapped inside the error check call, since many fmod functions return a result which we can check to see if anything went wrong. First is fmod system_create, passing in a dereferenced msystem, which will let us use fmod. The fail line will be system failed to be created. Next is a call to system init, passing in 8 fmod init normal and null. The fail line will be fmod system failed to initialize. These mean, in order, the number of sound channels we want, how we want to initialize fmod, and if there's any specific driver data we want to pass to fmod. Next, in error check, we'll use an if function to check if the result is not fmod_OK. If it isn't, then we'll throw error, passing in fmod error for the type of error and error line. Now we make load sound. First, we make the fmod sound pointer that will be returning, and I called it new sound. Then we use msystem's create sound function, passing in our sound file path, fmod_default, since we aren't doing any looping or whatnot right now, null for the same reason as before, and then a dereferenced new sound to hold the new sound. Then we return new sound. Play sound is even simpler. We call msystem's play sound, and since there are some the same, we should probably call our play sound something different. The msystem's play sound and our play sound have the same name. We should probably use a different function name. Anyways, we pass new sound, the new sound pointer into it. Null, since we aren't using channel groups right now. False, because the sound isn't paused. And finally, null, because we aren't assigning it to a specific sound channel. Now in load and play sound, we'll call play sound, passing in load sound, into which we pass our sound file path. Then in main.cpp, we'll include oaudio.h, create an oaudio object, call init, and call load and play sound, passing in the file path to your sound, which will be sound effects / file name / dot file type. Set the program running, and you should hear your sound. Now, this is just the most basic possible version of playing a sound. Next time, we're going to do our best to create a fully functional sound engine, so be ready for that. This has been Earth Otherwise. Thank you for watching.